Hi everyone, this is Abrar. Welcome to Abrar Knowledge channel. So in this one, I'm going to talk about the real-time example for the previous video, which was made on six thinking hat. There are three sections of the video. The first section of the video talks about the basic psychological aspect. Another section of the video is quick recap, quick brush up of what we had seen like six hat. For example, you have something called white, you red, black, yellow, green, and blue, right? All six had, we're going to talk about it. So, right, with an example and all that. The third one is very, very important section where there are two example, real-time example I'm going to quote, and so that this subject gets best grounded and this subject will get, you will get more insight on the topic. Okay, let's go back to the section one. In the section one, let me start this video something differently. Let me ask you a simple question, right? What is your instinct approach of problem solving, right? So then if you say that if you're a very optimistic person, you want always like positive thinker and all that, then this could be like actually you might not appreciate, you might not dig down the downside, right? The failure mode and so on. Similarly, if you think that you are cautious person who doesn't want to take any risk and all that, then I wanted to say that in problem solving, one of the most thing is the best problem solving is only when we get it, when we have a multi-dimensional, when we think that how we approach to a problem with the different viewpoints. When the different viewpoint get open, we will be able to approach with the open minded, right? So that's the one I wanted to. The whole center point of the discussion is have the broad open mind whenever you apply any problem solving technique. To have that one, we need to have a broad thinking level. Let's go to the section two. In section two, I will be quickly recap. I will be giving quick recap. For example, let's say white cap or white hat. White hat, what it does, you can easily recap that, white is like a white paper, right? So they need to collect the information, have the sanity the data, and evaluate the data and make sure that your data, facts, and figures are most accurate, right? That's what white, white hat does. Let's talk about the another hat called black hat. Black hat, I mean, another hat is called next to white, you have a red hat. Red hat actually like you can never fire, right? All about emotion. For example, when I propose a solution, how major all the people will react to the problem, will react to the solutions, and whether they will take it positively, and there will be a little bit of fear that what if they don't appreciate the idea, what if they don't implement the idea, what if if there is nothing being accepted and all that. There could be multi thinking running around, right? It is all about emotions. And if I do it positively, and I will get the best rewards and all that, right? That's all about whether it's positive, negative. Red hat does is plays with emotions. Yeah. Another hat, and we will talk about the black hat. Black hat, we also given the last time. Black hat meaning like the person is very cautious about it. The person is very careful, doesn't want to take any risk and all that. They always wants that solution to be longer run. They wanted solutions to have sustainability. They wanted to have a solution which should run for longer time, right? So that means all the problem what we have, they just black, the people who wear the black head, they think from a dimension that how, what are the failure modes we can get, and what if this project fail, what if this solution doesn't work out, right? All of these things counter measures, or in other word, we can also have perfect, the plan in place so that we can counter attack the failure mode as such, right? That's all the whole thing. The more tougher plan we have, you will be able to resilience, you will be able to apply and get the solution as such. That's all about the black hat. Next one we have called yellow hat, always positive. Like yellow is, always bright. Even if things are dark and gloomy, still be bright, still be happy, still wanted to see the benefit of the, okay, if I apply this project, if I do this project, I'm going to have these are the tangible benefit or intangible benefit, right? All about thinking about the positive aspect about the solution. That's called yellow hat. And then you have another twin hat called green hat. Green hat is similar to yellow hat. The only subtle difference between these two hats are, number one, creativity, innovative ideas, picking up the innovative ideas, working and looking at this solution in different ways, and having the different plans in place, so that our solution is always doable, workable, and all that. That's all about this. The last one we have called blue hat. Blue hat, actually the person who govern, who takes a decision, who governs, and always wanted to have a systematic in place, similar to the black hat who wanted to have that law, sustainability and all that. That's a blue hat. That's something which govern the whole process as such. This is the whole recap of all six hat. There is another hat called royal hat. This is also a next extension version of blue hat. Let me give two scenario, okay, so that even more deeper you will get it. Real time example. Example number one. Let's say an organization wanted to apply for ISO certification, right? So let's apply to the first thing is called white hat. What white hat does, collect the data and collect the processes. Which are all the processes we have? How many processes we have, which is a main function, which is supporting functions? How many processes we have? What is the head count we have? Or what is the governance model we have? And so on and so forth. All collect the data, right? That's what the white hat does. Another hat called red hat. What red hat does is, in this particular scenario, what red hat does is actually always wanted to be, okay, what if my management doesn't endorse to ISO 1, and what if we fail to get, what if we get the NC during the external audit? What if we get, if you not clear the external audits? All about thinking emotions and all that, right? That is the second hat. And then you have a black hat. Black hat always wanted to see things in most careful and examined way, so that all these concerns and all these failure mode get addressed properly. In this case, what they do, they just list down, these are all the, okay, these are all the list of items which we need to implement. Let's say 200 250 items we need to implement to get the ISO. Okay, if we apply this ISO, these are all the risk we have. I mean, these are all the weak areas we have in the functions. How we can fix those problems in the organization? For example, the weak area could be 7.5.2, the documentation. How the control of documentation can be more robust, can make more robust, can make more systematic, can make more digitized, and so on and so forth, right? These are all the thought process goes into that one. The person, black health, things from very very carefully and examine in extreme way, so that the benefit, the solution, what it gets after implementing the solution, it will run very very seamlessly and very very easily and effectively, right? So let's talk about the fourth one, yellow hat. Yellow hat, okay, what if we get the ISO? We will get good organization. I mean, we will, the customer will get attracted to it, and we can sell the good margin, and we can have more and more customer coming to it and all that. These are all the thing yellow hat, they think the benefit of implementing the ISO, right? And then you have another hat called green hat. Green hat, okay, so the again it talks about the solution point of view. Okay, how many lead auditor we have, and how many, how we can plan the internal audits, and how we can have the management review, how we can address the gaps, and all these creative solutions this cap offers, right? This this hat offers. Let's talk about the final one, the blue hat. Blue hat is thinking, okay, what is the time frame when we will be completing the whole action? What is the review mechanism? What is the governance mechanism? And so on and so forth. All of these things, all the canopy goes into that stream called blue hat. In a nutshell, so you have all the different stream of people, right? That's what the brainstorming makes it more appealing, more healthy, and all that. Because different people are in the forum, in the organization, different people thinks in a different way, and collectively we get amazing, amazing result. That's what team building is very, very important. Let's talk another example. Okay, how we can apply this lean, these six, thinking hat to Lean Six Sigma. Let me talk about it. So let me give an example. Let's say an organization, there was a customer complaint. The customer complained the invoice is getting duplicated and many accuracy issues. So this was the voice of the customer, and because of that the impact is there, and the customer is not giving more businesses and all that. Okay, this problem the white hat how it does is, so collects the data and just have that all the all the data which are all the cases we had, and apply in Pareto, collect the 6 month data, and what is the specific issue we went through, and why that issue is happening, whether our fixture and jigs are working fine, all these, all baseline data, collecting the data. Okay, then you have a red hat. Red hat, you know that all about emotions. Okay, so what if we don't address the issue permanently? What if we address the emotion permanently? What if we and the customer completely get away from us? All these play with the emotions. Yeah. And next you have blackhead. They think about, okay, so what if our solution is not sustainable? Whatever the idea we get it, what if the the customer doesn't endorse to it? Let's say the customer doesn't endorse to your corrective and preventive action, and he wanted to see something else, right? All of these things black hat does. Another hat is called yellow hat. Yellow hat, okay, I think when we fix a problem, we will be able to manage manage this process much better way, because we are implementing the solutions and all that. So you remember that word which I use, the yellowhead. They always think, even in always wanted to be positive, extreme positive, and even when things are dark and gloomy, the yellow hat is always bright, right? So that's what the yellow hat. Another hat is called. Now this is the tricky hat. Next is green hat. Green hat is actually they're bringing the solution. Have a brainstorm. After the brainstorm, everyone offers a different solutions. Address the root cause and have a permanent actions. Create AD, and the AD has been created. So the invoice what was there which was getting duplicated, and now it is being automated, and all these process after the automation, and it has been checked, validated, everything worked fantastically, and this idea been evaluated by different stakeholders and all working very well, right? The last one is called the blue hat. Blue hat, what it does is cross examine the entire the actions, and ensure that actually we don't get the customer complaint again, and make the customer relation much stronger, and look for this the problem elsewhere it is happening, how fix the problem, increase the frequency of audit, and so on. That's how we can apply, even whether it's a Lean Six Sigma topic, whether it's an ISO topic, or in general problem solving technique. This is how we can apply six thinking hat. And this is a beautiful topic, and I just encourage you to all uh, understand one thing for sure is, every person is different, and all we need to do is we need to tap the potential, get the potential, remain positive, and for every problem we have a solution. All we need to do is tap it, you will get it. tap and wear different colors of hat, you will be successful personally or and officially also as well. Thank you very much. Please do like, share, subscribe my channel. You have a wonderful day ahead.